Hey guys, let's get more news about Steelers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Steelers UDFA Beanie Bishop could be instant starter. The Pittsburgh Steelers may be holding back on adding another cornerback this offseason because they believe an undrafted rookie can fill the role. Following the 2024 NFL Draft, the Steelers inked West Virginia All-American Beanie Bishop to an undrafted free agent contract, bringing him to camp this summer with a shot to make the 53-man roster. Without stepping on the field in Pittsburgh yet, the team already believes he has the potential to make noise as a rookie. I can't tell you how excited we were to sign him. We had him in here for a visit. We talked about our defense and how he would fit in. I think he's gonna have a great opportunity to help us, General Manager Omar Khan said during an interview with WDVE. Bishop led the NCAA with 20 pass breakups last season and added 4 interceptions to his resume. In Pittsburgh, he'll compete with Darius Rush and Corey Trice for the slot cornerback role, and may have to fend off names like Damontae Kazee and Deshaun Elliott from moving down from safety. If he could make the lineup, though, he'd become the next Mike Hilton, adding instant value to the slot role despite not being drafted. Bishop may be given the first opportunity to prove himself on the inside, which is not a typical move by the Steelers. Usually, they make players wait, much like they did Joey Porter Jr. and Broderick Jones a year ago. But if they don't have any other answers, Bishop may be their go-to in Week 1. Steelers have massive decision to make on Najee Harris. The Pittsburgh Steelers have a pretty big decision to make on their running back position, and they only have until 4 p.m. today to make it. Najee Harris has to either have his 5th-year option picked up or declined by the Steelers on May 2nd. General Manager Omar Khan has brushed off the question of whether or not they would pick it up multiple times throughout the offseason, saying the team had until, well, now to make the call. They have no more time. Pittsburgh must decide whether or not to pick up the $6.79 million option, keeping Harris in Pittsburgh through 2025. In 3 years in the NFL, Harris has rushed for 1,000 yards 3 straight times. He and Jaylen Warren have turned into a dynamic duo, and that's expected to continue to Arthur Smith as their new offensive coordinator. Not picking up the option could mean Harris is gone after the 2024 season. The Steelers could choose to extend him, or if they believe it's worth it in a year, franchise tag him. Neither seem likely if his option is declined. Whether or not to expect the Steelers to pick up Harris's option is a difficult call. It doesn't feel likely, but this team values their runners, and Harris has been an important part of this team since being drafted 4 years ago. It's decision day for the Pittsburgh Steelers and Najee Harris. The 2021 first-round pick must have his 5th-year option picked up or declined by the end of the day on Wednesday, meaning that either Harris will be a pending free agent at the end of the 2024 season or he will earn his guaranteed 5th-year option. Harris's option cost is $6.790 million for that 5th year. If we are predicting what they will do, it seems likely they will pick up a cost-effective 5th-year option, but it's always possible they could surprise and decline it. The team is not expected to pick up Justin Fields' 5th-year option. Harris became the first player in Steelers history to run for 1,000 or more yards in each of the first 3 seasons of his career. In 2023, Harris had the best season of his career in terms of yards per carry as he rushed 255 times for 1,035 yards, a 4.1 yards per carry average, and he scored 8 touchdowns. Harris had rushed for 3.9 and 3.8 yards per carry in each of his first 2 seasons. And with the reset of the running back market in 2024, guys like Saquon Barkley did well for themselves. And joining the Kelsey brothers on the New Heights podcast, Barkley lumped in Harris with guys who he hopes get more money than he did. That's your goal, you want to get to a second contract, Barkley said. I feel like where I got, it's like now, Bijan, Jammer, Najee, you boys, go beat me. I'm a competitor, I'm trying to go out this year, especially with the situation I'm in now. I'm trying to be the best running back. No questions about it. But let's push each other. Let's all drive it. Harris, the team's first-round pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, has produced well in his first 3 years with the team despite suboptimal conditions given his offensive line play in front of him. General Manager Omar Khan pretty much had the same response in regards to Harris's contract situation at the NFL Combine back in February. "We have until the first week in May to make a decision," Khan said in Indianapolis. "We have a new offensive coordinator, so that's gonna play into the decision-making process. We're having conversations with Arthur. It's been great. We've been engaging frequently, Coach Tomlin and Arthur and we've kind of been talking about the offense and what the vision is for it. And we think very highly of Najee and we'll make the decision before May 2nd. Asked about Najee Harris's future during his season-ending press conference, Mike Tomlin gushed about the performance of his big back. Steelers Omar Khan addresses possible Cam Sutton signing. The Pittsburgh Steelers met with free agent cornerback Cam Sutton to see if a potential return was something both sides could make sense. To this point, nothing has happened, but the team isn't closing the door on re-signing their former starter. Sutton was released by the Detroit Lions following a domestic violence incident that eventually led to a warrant for his arrest. Since then, the situation has been downgraded to a misdemeanor and Sutton has cooperated with authorities to work through the charges. Speaking on WDV's morning show, General Manager Omar Khan addressed the potential reunion, saying the team is considering it but feels comfortable with the options they have. We'll see, Khan said. "We did meet with Cam, I think it was a couple weeks ago. It was more than just about the situation here, we just want to see how he was doing. We spent 6 years with Cam, and they were a good 6 years with Cam. It was a good experience, and obviously, he had an opportunity to go to Detroit, had to make a business decision, but we'll see. I will say this, I do like the depth we have at the position. There's some young guys in there that are gonna compete and have a lot of traits to be really good nickel corners, and I really like that group. We'll see what the future holds." Sutton played 6 seasons in Pittsburgh after being the team's third-round draft pick. He started 39 games for the Steelers, recording 8 interceptions and 38 pass deflections. The team's current options at slot cornerback are Darius Rush, Dante Jackson and possible Damontae Kazee or Deshaun Elliott. Undrafted rookie Beanie Bishop could also make his way to the lineup this summer. And you fan? What do you think of the situation of Cameron Sutton? Leave your opinion in the comments.